What up traders, what up investors, Ken here from Dyslexic Investor, and thank you for tuning in for a fantastic video. Today we're going to be talking about an $8.7 million play on Facebook. Again, Facebook has been really much kind of selling off those past week or so, has been in chop, potentially could be coming down on a rule of hammer on some regulations or whatever reasons. People are a little skeptical, and there are some particular options play, which again, this particular large fund or trader is putting on a play. Again, it's going to be a straddle, depending if you want to do a straddle or a strangle here. We're going to be diving into that via the Tastyworks account and really breaking down on a analytical side of what potentially that options play could look like and if it's worth following this large whale trader. Without that being said, we're going to be looking at two options, two things we want to look at as well. This is going to be two affiliate links. Again, in the comment section or the description box down below is the Amazon affiliate link storefront for my books that I currently am showing and talking about. These books I really do highly recommend. A couple of them are within business, some are within trading, some are with options, some are with charting. I'm constantly adding and removing them. The one without a doubt I always tell people to get is, of course, Trading in the Zone and How to Make Money in Stocks. Again, those will get you started without a doubt. So that being said, definitely check that down below. And then next is the affiliate link for Tastyworks. So Tastyworks is what I use for trading options and stocks. They're currently running a special. If you open up an account with $2,000 or 2K, you get a 10 options or 100 shares on them. So definitely check that out below and let me know if you do sign up and what you get out of that. I'm really curious on seeing what folks get from that Tastyworks trading platform. So without further ado, let's go ahead and just swing on into Facebook. Of course, Facebook has been somewhat of a downward trend like we talked about. It was in chop around that 274, 275 level, but now with a pretty significant pullback here around to 250, falling in right in line with the 200 EMA, a little bit of chop here. Again, looking at a little bit of ahead, we have about 2 weeks away. We have earnings coming out on the 27th after market close. And at the same time, next week, we only have 4 trading days, but because of MLK Day being off for the markets closing. And then we also have a new president entering the White House. So, of course, with the heightened security, his speech, there's a lot of folks betting on clean energy, maybe potentially breaking up the larger social media tech giants. There's so many different speculation of stuff. We'll just have to kind of wait and see because, again, no one can tell the future. So with this particular options trade, which is pretty significant here, what we're looking at here. So this is the trade that we're looking at here. So someone, let's go back actually to the Thinkorswim, sorry. Someone placed a bet, a very large bet. There's actually multiple of them. Looks like someone in March bought the calls and puts for the 250 strike price. So they're like, why would they both buy the same strike price? What like on the put and call side, what the hell are they thinking? Well, it's actually a particular, I wouldn't say the most common, but it's a very common options trade if you're expecting a move higher or lower within the stock. Normally, if you're expecting bad news or good news, it's a great way to kind of just flip the coin and just let the trading gods decide on which way it goes. Because that you really don't know on which way the market could move. You're just expecting a large move higher or lower. So with that being said, we can kind of see here we bought the straddle here. Oh, sorry, 1 second. Oh, hang on. It just messed up. Sorry, 1 second. Go back to the table. I don't want to buy the February. So we're buying the options trade is called a straddle. So you're basically buying the same call and put at the exact same strike price right here. And basically, when we go to the curve or the analysis tab here, really what you're looking for is a large move higher or lower within the stock. Of course, you've seen kind of Facebook come down to the 250 price target, which is around the 200 EMA. That's normally a sign of maybe we can get a V-shaped recovery, bounce higher, or it could be a little bit of consolidation, then get a flush lower. Again, no one knows what could happen within the market. No one has that crystal ball quite yet. And this is a very much a trade that could be working in the favor if the stock does move in a high momentum. Because you can see here right across the board here, we're seeing again the max loss is $8.7 million within this Facebook trade. Again, within this straddle here, you're basically betting on a very large move up and down. The downside to this play and the disadvantage of this is if the stock does absolutely nothing, you're just giving your money away to the theta gods. By theta, I mean just on this play right here, if the stock just literally just stays at 250 and nothing else changes, they will be losing $68,000 a day into expirations. Again, this expiration is about 62 days away, so it's a little bit time on their hands. That theta is not really going to be kicking until like 45 to 30 days out. But it's still pretty significant here. With that being said, because you can see here the 62 days, but once that theta gets really lower, that it's going to really start ramping up. So really expecting a move within a shorter time frame, so potentially looking for a move within the next 2 weeks, aka when earnings comes out. So with the earnings move as well, the expected move for that that move here, we can see here on, again, they do, Tastyworks again does a fantastic job letting you know the earnings is on the 27th, and of course it has the caret behind the bell, so it means after the close. So about 13 days away for this option expiration, they're expecting a $20 move. So again, Tastyworks might be a little bit lower on their numbers, but Thinkorswim has it at, let's see here, around 24. So once we go back to this beautiful curve here, the move lower to really make money in this is be below the like 215, and then up to the upside around the 284. So again, pretty large expected move here. That kind of falls in with the deviations that we could be seeing into earnings. So if the earnings goes terrible and we can see continuous sell-off, again, that's really going to create that snowball and really create it bigger over time, and potentially just kind of come crashing down like an avalanche. Or we can get a rocket ship and we can put extra boosters on it and just kind of rip higher for whatever reasons. Because again, the play again, really playing on a large move up or down. And I think I too do tend to agree with this analysis on a potential large move. The only, again, we talked about that downside of it not being moving at all. So that's really going to be the hindrance here. So Facebook, again, having that potential move of $20 to $25 into earnings here, that week of earnings. So where would that kind of put us at? Around that 274, 275, and around that 225 to the downside. As you can see here, we're still hovering pretty well around that 200 EMA. Looking here on the weekly side, it has kind of fallen a little bit out of favor. The parabolic SAR dots have switched. If we do get that 5 and 8 crossing through the 21 EMA, this could be a pretty large downside move. Initially looking for some support around $236 if we hit that level pre-earnings. Even if we do hit earnings again, the market maker move doesn't mean it has to stay in that range. It can explode higher or lower. You've seen that multiple times. We just talked about GME having a huge short squeeze. This could be the complete opposite. It could just be a complete sell-off and just roll over. With that being said, looking somewhat comparing to this, if you're familiar with it, way back when, I don't know if you remember, Facebook had that huge earnings miss here from 220 all the way back down to 175 on that particular move due to regulation issues and, of course, with election ads and all that kind of fun stuff. With that being said here, this is really much a crapshoot going to earnings. A little bit risky. Again, this is a very speculative play, really just waiting for an expected move higher or lower again with this particular options market here. With that being said here, potentially I will follow this with, again, not with the same size, but I think we definitely could get some volatility in the stock, especially with the larger tech companies in the next coming weeks, without a doubt, due to the fact of a new administration and really just the highlight on especially Facebook with their various ad campaigns and other various markets that they have somewhat of a strangle on, no pun intended. So let's do some key highlights. Again, Holding 250, this play makes absolutely nothing. You're really just looking for a boost higher or lower. Again, with earnings, very, very careful with this one. Potentially, if we even get the move before earnings, potentially we'll take the risk off just because of the particular earnings move as well. So guys, thank you for checking out and watching this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe before you head out the door. And definitely please check out those affiliate links down below for the Amazon books and also for the Tastyworks account. And I think I just added a new link. If you want to support the channel, you can buy me a slice of pizza from the link down below as well. All right, guys, thank you so much for coming by and stopping by. And hopefully we'll see you on the next video. And we'll be live streaming on Sunday at 9:30 Eastern time. So hopefully see you there. Thankfully, guys, be safe. Catch you guys on the flip side. Peace.